really interested in the politics of history and the ways that images affect what we think about the world. I think art has the power to touch us in ways that we're not anticipating, and I think cultivates some new ways of seeing the world and thinking. It's important that we maintain a critical relationship to the world we live in, and painting is a way in which I can investigate that relationship. There's a feeling about what an image should be. It's not overly predetermined. Having an investigative practice is one in which I could insert something thinking that it belongs there and it doesn't. And so there's a lot of redaction, there's sanding, there's scraping. Because the surface of the painting is like a place to ask a question about a relationship to something. Maybe you put it somewhere and it's too small or it's too large or it's too powerful, it's too painful. It's really a felt process. I want something to be, at times, beautiful, but not in a way that feels very obvious. The flowers humble me because of how difficult it is to mimic something that responds to light, like bends and folds, like absorbs and expels light from it. I think you have to look closer and want something that isn't necessarily fully possible. So how do you make something that mimics the world? How do you paint light as it moves? There's a fiction involved. They're images of a kind of impossibility. And then I paint something next to it that was never there. Things that you kind of can't juxtapose ordinarily. That tension produces a kind of life that maybe otherwise wouldn't necessarily feel possible. There's something incredible about that fiction. I think I most often ask myself about the mode of address. Like, blessed are those who mourn is describing a space without air conditioning. The fan is like a specific indicator of economic position. That sort of mode of address is connecting with folks who understand that. I always ask myself where power comes from in a work. I'm asking myself questions about things and how I feel, but also trying not to characterize them too simply, to really recognize potential complexity, trying to maintain moments of dissonance without an overarching judgment, which I think is difficult because I think we learn to say whether something is good or bad or right or wrong. A lot of artists kind of trim the fat. The things that actually make something feel really touched and loved are the things that don't actually need to be there. Like Rilke says, to the creator, there's no poor or indifferent place. And I think a lot about that. How do you make a wall feel rich and alive that has nothing on it? I think that I want people to feel like they are looking at an object made by someone who really is attentive and observant in the world and works hard to communicate that sensitivity through the work, but also giving power to things that are the quiet things, the deserving, the humble. I want people to feel the work is sincere, that it wasn't driven by ego, that it connect to this kind of magical practice of making.